When you start a business, you need to realize that your business is going to evolve with time. Now, as a leader of this business, you need to understand your role and how it's going to change as your business is evolving through these different stages of growth. On today's episode, I want us to look at how you can evaluate your role as a leader of a business that is growing. Now, before we get started, I would like to thank everyone that's been subscribing to my channel. In recent days, I've noticed that the number of subscribers has gone up drastically. Thank you so much to you all that have been subscribing to my channel. And this really allows my channel or my videos to be viewed by so many entrepreneurs that need these insights in order for their businesses to grow. So a million thank yous to you who've subscribed to my channel. And a further 1 million thank yous to those that have actually gone and extended their hand and liked the videos and, just shared my videos, because this is a great gesture towards ensuring that my channel is exposed to so many entrepreneurs that really need these insights. Thank you so much for that. But if you've been following my channel, if you've been watching my videos and you haven't yet subscribed, today could be the day. Consider subscribing to my channel by clicking the subscribe button. It's right here. Click subscribe, and also remember to turn on the bell icon so that every time I release a video, you'll be the first to know. And don't forget to share and like and comment as well. Now, let's get started. Hello there, entrepreneurs, and welcome to another episode of the Ndalama Insights Business Show with me, Mukonki Mukonkela. Today, I'm looking at your role as the leader of a small business that is growing or evolving. Now, when you start a business, it is very important that you understand that a business goes through 3 major stages of growth. So, when you're starting that business, the first stage is referred to as the startup stage. If you've run your business really well, we expect that you are going to move from the startup stage to the growth stage. And if you build your business really well during the growth stage, we expect that your business is going to move from the growth stage to the expansion stage. Okay? So essentially, there are 3 major stages of growth a business goes through. So it's a startup, it's growth, and it's expansion. Of course, there's a 4th one, which is where the market value is driven or created, where you are able to actually sell that business, on the market. But I'm going to stick to these 3 major stages of business growth. And we are going to evaluate your role at each of these stages and what we expect your role to change or how we expect your role to evolve and change as this business is going through these 3 major stages of growth. When you look at the startup stage, what kind of a leader do you need to be when your business is starting up? Many entrepreneurs start really well, but actually end up getting stuck at the startup stage for years. Now, don't ask me how long it should take you to be at the startup stage or at the growth stage or at the expansion stage, because it all depends on yourself, what kind of business you are doing, what kind of products or services you offer, and your role as the leader, whether you've actually done the things you're supposed to do as a leader at each of these stages. So in terms of how long should I be at the startup stage, that really depends on all these factors that I've just mentioned. And so let's look at the startup stage. What kind of a leader do you need to be at the startup stage? At the startup stage, your role as a leader is to explain your business to the market. And your focus at the startup stage is on operations. You want to prove your business concept or your business model to your customers and to other stakeholders on the market. And so your role as a leader at that point is to focus on operations. During the startup stage, you are mainly alone. You are doing most things on yourself. You are the operations manager, the sales director, you are the everything. So at this stage, your focus is to ensure that you explain your business concept or you get your business concept right and communicate this business concept of value that you are trying to sell to the market clearly. So that is your focus during the startup stage. So the role as a leader at this stage is to ensure that you get your business model correct and you communicate the value of your business to the market correctly. So you need to have very good communication skills at this stage. You also need to have exceptional planning skills. You need to be able to plan your business really well and communicate that plan to your customers and to various stakeholders. If your business manages to move from the startup stage to the growth stage, from the point where you actually see that it's able to grow, your role as the leader changes. At this point, you need to start thinking broadly about what the business needs to grow. This is the stage where you actually build systems and processes for your business. This is where you start thinking about hiring employees to help you implement the systems and processes that you've created. Now, I've done a comprehensive video on how to build systematic systems or good systems that can work in your business. So watch this video here. It will show you exactly how you build good systems for your business. So the role as a leader at the growth stage is that you need to be able to have the skills to build systems and processes. And at this stage, you also need to have the skills to hire employees that are going to help you implement the systems and processes for your business. You are actually creating a strong foundation for your business. You are building systems, you are building as a business. In fact, it is at the growth stage where your business goes through a lot of changes. It is at this stage where you personally change yourself as a leader. If you get stuck with the role you had as a leader at the startup stage and are not able to change or grow into, the leader that you are required to be at the growth stage, your business is going to stagnate. It is not going to grow. This is where you find so many SMEs that are still stuck at the startup stage of their business because they have not evolved themselves as leaders that are required when their business starts growing. You are still fixed in that growth stage leadership role where you're still looking at your business model, where you're still, stuck in the operations yourself, doing everything yourself. At the growth stage, you need to move away from focusing on the operations and starting to build systems and processes, and also hiring people to come and help you implement these systems and processes. That is why it is called growth, because you are now starting to grow. And if you don't evolve as a leader yourself, your business is going to stagnate. You are not going to grow beyond the startup stage. So the lesson here is, while you might have started off really well, okay, when you start getting to the growth stage, you need to start acquiring skills that will allow you to build a business. Skills that will allow you to build systems and processes, systems that will allow you to employ people that will help you build this business so that the business can stand on its own, so that you are not the business, but the business is able to run on its own. You can take a vacation, you can go on leave because you've built this business. So at the growth stage, you need skills that are entirely different from when you were the leader at the startup stage. The final stage I would like us to look at today is the expansion stage. Again, the leadership that you need at the expansion stage is entirely different from the leadership that you are at the growth stage. Okay, now at the expansion stage, you would want to probably expand your business beyond the borders. The skills that you had when you are growing that business will be very different from the skills you need to grow your business beyond the Zambian borders. You need to understand international relations, for example. You need to understand how to export your products to a different market. You will need to understand the conditions or requirements of that country where you want to go. You will need to build networks in the country that you are planning to go into. It might not even be a country. It could actually be just the nearest town or another place, or building a different product or a service other than what you already have. So that is the expansion stage. There are so many ways of expanding. You could expand through your products or services, bring in different products or services, or you can expand to another country or to another town. There are so many ways. So at the expansion stage, you need different skills in order for you to grow or expand that business successfully. And so these are the different roles that you need at the startup stage, at the growth stage, and at the expansion stage. They are very different. Now, recently, there's been talk about, some manager who's been managing, this person, maybe they're an artist, a musician, or I don't know, whatever. Now, this person seems not to have evolved to the level where they are needed to take these artists or musician international. And so the question is, should they get rid of this person, manager, and bring in another manager in order for this artist to go international or wherever they want to take this artist? You see, one thing I need to highlight to you is that the skills that are required at any level of growth, I'm assuming that this artist is actually looking at their music as a business. And the same concept really applies. The skills that you need when you are starting will be quite different from the skills that you need when you are growing. They'll be very different when you look at going international. And as per one of my favorite books, you see, what got you here will not take you there. I can actually also look at that by saying the people that got you here will not take you there. So sometimes the people that we started with when we were starting our business might not have the skills that are required to take our business to the level that we need it to be at. Even us ourselves as leaders, we don't have the solutions to everything. That is why when your business is growing, you start hiring people with the expertise that is required in order for your business to grow or expand. You cannot be everything. You don't have the skills to do the work adequately, okay? And therefore, if your manager is not able to upscale and to meet the requirements of a manager, because that manager that you need must have certain skills or characteristics that are required in order to grow that business, or in order to take you international, or in order to expand your business to the level that you want it to be. So it's basically two things. They must have the ability to learn and upscale their skills to that level that you need, or you will have to find somebody who has those skills in order for you to get to the level that you want to be. And so this is all I had to share in terms of how your role evolves through the different stages of business growth. Thank you so much for watching. If you've subscribed already, a million thank yous to you. If you haven't yet subscribed, subscribe to my channel by clicking the subscribe button. It's up here. Click this icon here to subscribe to my channel. And also don't you forget to smash the bell icon so that whenever I release a video, you'll be the first to know. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.